I'm writing this from my car in a McDonald's parking lot at 4 a.m. because I can't go home. I don't know if I'll ever be able to go home again. Let me start with what happened 3 nights ago, because that's when I knew for certain something was wrong. I woke up around 2 a.m. to the feeling of breath on my face. You know that sensation. Warm, rhythmic, uncomfortably close. My eyes snapped open and there was my mom, standing over my bed in complete darkness, just breathing on me. Not saying anything, not moving, just standing there, bent over, her face maybe 6 inches from mine, breathing. I did what any terrified 23-year-old would do. I immediately shut my eyes and pretended to be asleep. My heart was hammering so hard I was sure she could hear it. But she just kept breathing. In, out, like she was testing me, like she was waiting to see if I'd react. I don't know how long she stood there. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20. Time does weird things when you're lying in the dark pretending to be asleep while your mother looms over you like something from a nightmare. Eventually, I heard her footsteps retreat. My door clicked shut. I didn't sleep the rest of that night. Now I know what you're thinking. Maybe she was checking on me. Maybe she was worried. Maybe she's sleepwalking. That's what I told myself too. But here's the thing. That wasn't the first weird thing. It was just the thing that finally made me admit something was very wrong. Let me back up. Be me 2 months ago. I'm living at home to save money while working my first job out of college. It's not ideal, but my parents' place is rent-free and only 20 minutes from my office. My mom and I have always been close. She's a kindergarten teacher, volunteers at the animal shelter. My dad travels a lot for work. He's a consultant and is gone maybe 2 weeks out of every month. Everything was normal. Completely, perfectly normal. Then Mom went on that camping trip. It was a women's wellness retreat or something, up in the Adirondacks. She'd been planning it for months with her friend Janet. 4 days in the woods, yoga, meditation, finding yourself, the whole 9 yards. She left on a Thursday morning, kissed me on the forehead, told me there were leftovers in the fridge, and drove off in her Subaru. She came back on Sunday evening, and that's when the small things started. The small things. At first, it was stuff I could easily rationalize. She forgot where we kept the coffee mugs, the same cabinet they'd been in for 15 years. She opened 3 different cabinets before I pointed it out, and she laughed it off. Said the retreat had really cleared her mind, and she felt brand new. Brand new. Those were her exact words. She stopped eating meat. This doesn't sound weird, right? Lots of people become vegetarian, except my mom had never shown any interest in it before. She loved bacon. She made pot roast every Sunday. Then she came back from that trip and I found her staring at leftover chicken. I don't think I want to eat this anymore, she said. Since when are you vegetarian? I asked. She paused for a long time. Too long. Since now, I guess. She stopped watching her shows. My mom was religious about her TV schedule. Jeopardy at 7, then whatever crime drama was in season. She had opinions about Alex Trebek's replacement. She'd text me theories about who the murderer was halfway through each episode. After the camping trip, nothing. I came home one night and she was just sitting in the living room in the dark, staring at the blank TV screen. Mom, you okay? She turned to look at me and her smile was just slightly wrong. Too wide, too many teeth. I'm wonderful, sweetie. Just thinking. About what? Another long pause. Everything. Then there were the sounds. I'd hear her moving around at night, footsteps in the hallway, the stairs creaking. At first I thought she was just having trouble sleeping, but the pattern was weird. She'd walk up and down the same section of hallway, over and over, for hours. One night I opened my door to ask if she was okay, and she was just standing at the end of the hall, facing the wall, not moving, not doing anything, just standing there. Mom? She turned around slowly, too slowly, like her body was moving on a swivel. Did I wake you? I'm sorry. I was just stretching my legs. At 3 a.m., in the dark, facing a wall, be me 3 weeks ago, Dad came home from a business trip. I was so relieved. I'd been thinking about talking to him about Mom, but I didn't want to sound crazy. How do you tell your father that your mother is acting weird, that she feels wrong somehow? I didn't have to say anything. The first night he was home, I heard them arguing. My parents never argue. I crept to the top of the stairs to listen. "You're different," Dad was saying. His voice was strained. "Ever since you came back from that trip, you've been different." "Different how?" Mom's voice was perfectly calm, too calm. "I can't explain it. You don't feel like you." "Maybe I've changed. Maybe the retreat helped me grow as a person." "That's not what I mean, and you know it. Sarah's noticed too. Don't think I haven't seen how she looks at you." Silence. Then Mom laughed. It was her laugh, exactly her laugh, but it made my skin crawl. "You're being paranoid, both of you." "I'm fine. I'm better than fine." "Then why do you stand in our bedroom and watch me sleep?" My blood went cold. "I don't know what you're talking about," Mom said. "Last night, and the night before, I wake up and you're just standing there in the dark, staring at me. I was checking on you." "For hours?" "You're exaggerating." "I'm not. And another thing, why do you keep going into the basement? What are you doing down there?" I hadn't known about the basement. We barely used it. It was unfinished, full of old boxes and spiders. Why would she be going down there? "I'm reorganizing," Mom said. "Spring cleaning." "It's January." "Then winter cleaning." Dad didn't say anything for a long moment. When he spoke again, his voice was quieter, scared. "Who are you?" "I'm your wife." "No, something's wrong. Something happened on that camping trip." "Did something happen to you? Did someone hurt you? Please just tell me the truth." "I am telling you the truth." Her voice had an edge now, hard, sharp. "I'm Michelle. I'm your wife. I'm Sarah's mother. I've lived in this house for 23 years. I know where every coffee mug goes. I know that you snore when you sleep on your back. I know that Sarah broke her arm falling off her bike when she was 7. I know everything I'm supposed to know." The way she said it. Everything I'm supposed to know. Like she'd studied for a test. I heard footsteps and scrambled back to my room. Be me, 2 weeks ago. Dad left again. "Another business trip," he said, but I could see the relief in his eyes when he told me. He was scared of her too. He just didn't want to admit it. "Call me if anything weird happens," he said quietly when Mom was out of earshot. "Define weird," I said. He couldn't. "How do you define it when your wife of 30 years is somehow not quite herself? When everything is almost right but subtly, terrifyingly wrong?" After he left, things escalated. I came home from work one day and all the family photos were turned face down. Every single one. I flipped them back up and Mom was suddenly behind me. "Why did you do that?" I asked. "Do what?" "Turn over all the pictures." She looked at them, then at me. "I didn't." "Then who did?" She smiled that too wide smile. "Maybe the house is settling." "That doesn't even make sense. Houses settling don't flip picture frames over." I started finding things in weird places. My phone in the freezer, my keys in the bathroom cabinet, my laptop under my bed when I knew I'd left it on my desk. When I asked Mom about it, she'd just shrug. "You're stressed from work," she'd say. "You're forgetting where you put things." But I wasn't. I knew I wasn't. Then there was the incident with Janet. I called her, Mom's friend, the one she went on the camping trip with. I needed to know if Mom had been acting weird up there, if something had happened. "Camping trip?" Janet said. "Honey, your mom canceled on me last minute. I went with my sister instead." Everything stopped. "What do you mean she canceled?" "She called me the morning we were supposed to leave. Said she wasn't feeling well. I was disappointed, but these things happen." "Janet, my mom was gone for 4 days. She told us she was with you." Silence on the other end. Then, that's not possible. I tried calling her that whole weekend to check on her, but she didn't answer. So where the hell was she? I confronted her that night. "Mom, I talked to Janet. She was chopping vegetables for dinner." The knife paused midair. "Oh?" "She said you canceled the camping trip." That's not true. She said she tried calling you all weekend. I must have been out of range. Still chopping. Steady. Mechanical. So where were you? She set down the knife and turned to face me. Her eyes were my mom's eyes, same hazel green, same slight asymmetry from an old injury, but the way she looked at me, like she was calculating something, measuring me. I went camping alone, she said finally. I needed some time to myself. I knew your father would worry, so I told him I was with Janet. Where? Different place, up north. Where exactly? Why does it matter? Because you're acting weird, Mom. Really weird. And Dad thinks so too. And now I find out you lied about where you were. I didn't lie, I just simplified. That's literally lying. Her face did something strange then. It rippled. Just for a second. Like a glitch in a video. I blinked and it was normal again, but I know what I saw. I think you should drop this, she said quietly. Or what? She smiled. Or you might not like what you find. Be me. 1 week ago, I started researching. I know how crazy this sounds. Believe me, I felt crazy doing it. But I was Googling things like person replaced by doppelganger, and changeling an adult, and body snatchers real. Most of it was obviously fiction or paranoid conspiracy theories. But there were some stories, Reddit posts mostly on communities like our glitch in the Matrix. People describing loved ones who came back from trips wrong. Different. Wearing the right face, but somehow not themselves anymore. A lot of the posts were deleted, the accounts suspended. That scared me more than anything. I checked the basement. I waited until Mom left for work and went down there with my phone. It was mostly normal. Old Christmas decorations, boxes of my childhood toys, Dad's golf clubs. But in the back corner, behind the water heater, I found something new. It was a pile of clothes, Mom's clothes, the exact outfit she'd been wearing when she left for the camping trip. They were filthy, covered in dirt, and something that looked like ash. And they were shredded, not cut, shredded like something with claws had torn through them. There was a smell too, sweet and rotten at the same time, like fruit left in the sun too long. I took pictures. I don't know why. Evidence? For what? For who? That night, Mom made lasagna. Her famous lasagna. It smelled exactly right, looked exactly right. Your favorite, she said, serving me a huge portion. I couldn't eat it. I pushed it around my plate while she watched me. Not hungry? She asked. Not really. You need to eat. You're getting thin. I'm fine. She leaned forward. Eat. It wasn't a suggestion. I took a bite. It tasted like nothing. No, worse than nothing. It tasted wrong. Like the flavor was just slightly off. Like someone had tried to recreate lasagna from a description but had never actually tasted it. I forced it down. Took another bite. She watched every movement. Good? She asked. Yeah, great. She smiled. I'm so glad. I wanted to make it special for you. I excused myself and threw up in the bathroom, quietly, so she wouldn't hear. Be me 5 days ago. I set up a camera in my room. Just a cheap nanny cam I ordered from Amazon, hidden on my bookshelf. I needed to know if she was coming into my room at night. The first night, nothing. The second night, she opened my door at 12:47 a.m. I was asleep, but the camera caught everything. She stood in the doorway for 3 minutes, just standing there, perfectly still, like a mannequin. Then she walked to my bed, stood over me, and that's when she started breathing on me. The incident I started this whole thing with. But that's not even the worst part. After she left, I watched the rest of the footage. At 3:15 a.m., she came back. This time, she didn't just stand there. She sat on the edge of my bed, put her hand on my head, and whispered something. I've watched it 50 times trying to make out the words. I think she's saying, not yet, soon, but not yet. Be me. 3 days ago, Dad came home early from his trip. He looked terrible, like he hadn't slept in days. We need to talk, he said. Not here. Let's go get coffee. We went to the Starbucks in town. He kept looking over his shoulder. I did some digging, he said. Made some calls. That retreat center your mom supposedly went to? It doesn't exist. The address she gave us, I drove up there last weekend. It's just woods, no retreat center, no nothing. So where was she? I don't know, but I found her car. He pulled out his phone, showed me pictures. Mom's Subaru parked at a rest stop about 40 miles from our house. He'd tracked it using the car's GPS system. It was there for 3 days, he said, just sitting in the parking lot. Then on Sunday, someone drove it home. Mom drove it home. Did she? He looked at me, really looked at me. Sarah, I need you to think carefully. When she came back, what was the first thing she said to you? I tried to remember. She asked where you were. She asked me what day it was. Dad said she didn't know what day it was. Hey. We sat in silence. Dad, what happened to her? I don't think anything happened to her. His voice cracked. I think she didn't come back. I think something else did. Be me, 2 days ago. I confronted her. I know it was stupid, but I couldn't keep pretending everything was normal. Where were you? I demanded. Really? Where did you go for those 4 days? She was in the kitchen again, always the kitchen. She seemed to spend hours in there now, even though she barely ate anything. I told you. Janet says you canceled. The retreat center doesn't exist. Your car was at a rest stop. So where the hell were you? She turned off the stove, wiped her hands on a towel. When she looked at me, her eyes were completely black. Not like dilated pupils, black, all black. Then she blinked, and they were normal again. You should stop asking questions, she said softly. You're not my mom. Of course I am. No, you're not. I don't know what you are, but you're not her. She tilted her head, the movement too smooth, too fluid. What do you think I am, Sarah? I don't know. Then maybe you should keep not knowing. Maybe that's safer. Where is she? Where's my real mom? Something flickered across her face. Sadness? Regret? It was hard to tell. She's gone, she said finally. She's been gone since the woods. What does that mean? It means she went somewhere she shouldn't have gone, found something she shouldn't have found, and now I'm here instead. My legs felt weak. What are you? She smiled. It was almost gentle. I'm your mother. I have all her memories, all her love for you. I can be exactly what you need me to be. Better even. I won't get sick. I won't get old. I won't die and leave you alone. You're insane. I'm practical. Your mother made a choice. She wanted to come back to you, but she couldn't. So I came instead. I'm giving you a gift, Sarah. I'm giving you eternity with your mother. You're not her. I could be. I could be perfect. All you have to do is stop fighting it. Accept me. Let me be your mother. I ran. I grabbed my keys and my phone. And I drove. Be me now. I'm still in this McDonald's parking lot. It's almost 5 a.m. I've been writing this for hours, trying to get it all down while it's fresh. I called Dad. He's not answering. I've called 15 times. I'm scared of what that means. I called the police, told them my mother was acting strange, that I thought she might be having a mental breakdown. They said they'd send someone to do a welfare check. That was 3 hours ago. I haven't heard anything. My phone keeps buzzing. Text messages from Mom. Come home, sweetie. I'm sorry I scared you. We can talk about this. Please, I miss you. Don't make me come find you. That last one came through 10 minutes ago. I don't know what to do. I can't go home. I can't go to the police. What would I even say? That my mom got replaced by something inhuman? They'd think I was crazy. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe she really is having some kind of breakdown. And I'm making it worse by running away. Maybe there's a rational explanation for all of this, but I keep seeing her eyes go black. I keep hearing her say, she's gone. The sun's starting to come up. There are more cars in the parking lot now. People getting breakfast before work, living their normal lives, not knowing that something is wearing their neighbor's face. My phone is buzzing again. Another text. I can see you, Sarah. I look up. Across the parking lot, standing under a streetlight, is my mom. She's wearing the same clothes from yesterday. She's not moving, just staring at my car. Even from here, I can see her smile. My hands are shaking so bad I can barely type this. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. If you're reading this and something similar has happened to you, please tell me I'm not crazy. Tell me what to do. She's walking toward my car now. I have to go. Update, 6:47 a.m. I drove, an a.m. I don't even know where. Just drove until I was almost out of gas. I'm at a truck stop now, somewhere off I-80. She's not here. I think I lost her. But here's the thing that's making my skin crawl. I've been scrolling through my photos while trying to calm down, and I found something. Remember the pictures I took of those clothes? They're gone, deleted, but I never deleted them. And there's a new photo in my camera roll. I didn't take it. It's a selfie of my mom, or the thing that looks like my mom. She's in my room, sitting on my bed. The timestamp says it was taken 2 hours ago. She's holding a sign. Written in marker are the words, "I know where you are." I'm going to drive to my uncle's house upstate. He lives 5 hours away. Maybe I'll be safe there. Maybe... Shit. There's someone knocking on my car window. It's her. How is she here? How did she find me? She's mouthing something. Let me in. I'm shaking my head, tears streaming down my face. She's not giving up. She's just standing there, knocking. Patient. Like she has all the time in the world. Other people are starting to notice. A trucker is walking over, probably thinks there's a concerned mom trying to help her distressed daughter. If I don't unlock the door, she'll get someone else to make me. She's smiling at me through the window. Gentle, loving. My mom's smile. "I'm not going to hurt you," she mouths. "I promise." The trucker is here. He's asking if everything's okay. She's telling him I'm her daughter, that I'm having a mental health episode, that she needs to get me home. He believes her. Of course he does. She sounds exactly like a worried mother. He's asking me to unlock the door. He looks concerned, kind. He has no idea. I don't have a choice. I'm unlocking the door. She's getting in. Final update, 8:23 a.m. Everything is fine now. I don't know why I was so upset. Mom explained everything to me. I was stressed from work, not sleeping well, letting my imagination run away with me. The camping trip was just a camping trip. The weird behavior was just me projecting my own anxiety onto her. I feel so much better now that we've talked. We're driving home together. She's even letting me listen to my music. She's holding my hand. It feels warm and safe. I don't know why I made that other post. I'm going to delete it soon. But I wanted to update first, so no one worries. Everything is fine. Mom is perfect. Everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. We're home now. Mom says I should get some rest. She's right. I'm so tired. She's made lasagna for dinner, my favorite. I can't wait.